Hello everybody, it's Ronnie with Whip and Chain. I work alongside Maggie and Lauren to bring you beautiful crocheting tutorials and tools on helping you to be successful. Anyway, today I'm going to do a quick video on the whip stitch joining of granny squares. Excuse me. Now, I like the whip stitch for multiple reasons, but one of the main reasons is you can use this whip stitch on classic granny squares where you have the spacing, and you can also use it on just the regular granny squares that you did a pattern with. So I didn't cut my end because I'm going to be doing multiple tutorials, but here's the front. And I didn't tuck in my end, but here's the back. You can barely even see it. So if you're doing all one color and staying with that same color, you're going to barely be able to see your whip stitching if that's what you're going for. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do this. Very easy, very quick. But the first thing I want to talk about is doing it. Before you start whip stitching, get your whole project together. Then I would recommend that you do all your horizontal whip stitching for the whole project, and then you do your vertical. That way when you do your crossovers from square to square, they're all going to be uniform. It's just my recommendation, but that's how it would look really, really nice. But let me show you how to do it. So you definitely need a darning needle. If you hear the little one in the back, that's my moose, and he is chewing on one of his bones. So when you're doing a whip stitch, what I do is I put a slip knot at the end, and I'll show you what to do with that in a minute. But the slip knot really helps. So you have to know where the corner is, the exact corner on each swatch. Mine, I know they're the same on every one, so I'm going to go in it, but know where they're at. So on your first one, you go from the top down, go through that whole entire stitch. Okay, then on your next swatch, find your center point, and on this one you come up from the bottom up. So the first one you go from the right side down, and from the second one you go from the back side forward. Okay, then you pull through, and when you get to your slip knot, just go through it. You pull it. Okay. Now, you don't need a tail this long. You can cut it shorter. So what you do is you lay that down the center. Okay. That way, as you're stitching, it locks it in there. Or you can throw it off to the side and weave it in if you like. Totally your call. So now you go through your next stitch. Okay, and bring it in. Go through your next stitch on the first one. Then you go through your very next stitch, both stitches completely, if you can see them. It's like you fold it in, it's like a sandwich, and your stitches just absolutely line up. Okay, all right. I'll lay that back down here, and then you just pull it through. And remember to make sure all your swatches are right side up, because undoing this whip stitch is not easy. It's actually just time consuming is what it is. And you just pull it tight. And that's really what you do. So you go into your next stitch right there, and you go over to the next one and go through. and then you pull it. Since I'm not going to keep this in personally, I'm going to just throw it down there so you guys can see what I'm doing a little bit better. But if you're doing this, keep that tail there so you can lock it in. So you just keep going stitch to stitch. If you watch, this is just how easy it is. You just continue to go through each set of stitches. I think my one is stretched more than the other. Anyway, just keep on going. When I have little bits of pieces of yarn left over, I usually just make granny squares. And then when I get a big collection of them, sometimes I'll just make a blanket or a project out of it. Now, when you get down to your corner, make sure you go in to that corner piece. Look how pretty that looks when you pull it out. Absolutely beautiful. So then when you want to add your next one, I just want to give you an idea. So once you do the corners here and you whip, then what you will do is you'll just continue. You whip the next one and you just keep on going. There's nothing special you do in the corners or the matching ends, okay? You just keep whip stitching all the way across and all the way across. So make sure you do all your horizontal first, then you go back and you do your vertical, or if you want to do your vertical, then go back and do your horizontal. You're very much welcome to do that. It's just a recommendation. It helps the project look neater at the end. But this is the second joining video that I was asked to do from Loretta on our Facebook page at Whip and Chain. And if you guys want to see anything, if you need anything done, you're more than welcome to come find us on Facebook. We're under Whip, W-I-P, and Chain. And Maggie and Lauren helped me get this whole wonderful group together. They keep us going strong. This is my Moomoo's foot. And if you guys need anything, please let us know on that Facebook page. And if the tutorials are helpful and you're enjoying them, can you please hit that like button and subscribe button at the bottom? We greatly appreciate it. And Moomoo says, have a great day. And I say, happy crocheting, everybody. Bye-bye.